Hello everybody, welcome back to some more Lord of the Rings Online. We are now in Estaldin after completing the Lonelands deeds. That's what we did last episode, and getting a few virtues and stuff, which is something we'll get onto in a minute. But I realized, like, trying to start this episode, I did a really stupid thing in, like, 2 or 3 episodes back where I didn't accept the quest. I normally accept the quest even if I don't plan to do it, because now I had the issue of I don't have a quest to go off of here. And we also apparently have a hunter quest. We will get that one done eventually. That is in Moria. Yeah, we'll get that done eventually. But before we get into our quest, which is in the Estaldin library, we have a few things to do. First off, you can see we have a pending alert. We can get some mail. I sent myself over a ton of scholar and weaponsmith stuff, so that's nice. And we also have our multiple free Hobbit gift presents. So we have our silver Hobbit gift of the day. Let's have a look what that is quickly. Let's just do that. See what we get for our silver. Okay, we got some scrolls of max morale and power, and let's see what we get for our gold. We get a Madam Hunter's armor. Okay, that was worth a week's wait. It was actually more like 3 days, but it was totally worth the week. But yeah, that's fine and done, and now we can get on to going to here. But also before we do that, I have a few things to do. So pressing J, we can go into our trait tree panel. And we have one of these spare. I'm waiting until we get 2, because I think at this point I'm going to start going into Bowmaster and Trapper of Foes, because I think there's not much. Actually, no. We do need to go Rapid Fire, but I want to kind of wait until we can get actually into it. Luckily, these are all unlocked now, so that's pretty cool. And then we also now have all these unlocked, so we actually need to add a few things. Like, we can add all of them, but Return to Rivendell, I think, because Return to Rivendell is, like, pretty useless. We can also put Sylvian Shadows in. It's not really useful, but we might as well use the slot up while we don't have any of these yet. Like, that one would probably be quite good. Well, +1 Wisdom, Charity, and Patience, even though I don't think we're using those. But if we ever did, that would be good. Power of the Eldar would also be quite cool, but instead of using a return skill, which we have one that doesn't require cooldown, we'll just use Sylvian Shadows. And going into here, we have a few things to do. And I looked up what people suggested for the best virtues for a, like, best DPS, I think it was, Hunter. I think someone suggested. So we're going to take these off, and we have to go find what these are. Funnily enough, Determination is the first one. Then they suggest Tolerance, so we're going to have to find these. It's going to be such a fun time finding them. I think Tolerance is here. Yeah. And the problem is, because these ones we have deeds for them, which we are going to do eventually, they have, like, these little rings above them. And whenever we click on them, even if we don't plan on, even if we're trying to drag them over, you have the issue of, where's Mercy? There it is. But you have the issue of it opens up the deed panel. So eventually we are going to get deeds done for all these different areas. So it's Innocence. I need Idealism is what I'm planning. Let's have a look for that, and these should give me some decent stuff, luckily. Idealism, there we go, and Empathy, which I don't know what that is. And I'm just doing this for the moment, so they're there. I'll kind of work out the best sort of ones when we get to the future. That's not going to work. Okay, Empathy, there we go. So that is now all of those done. Generally, it's just better now because we actually have, you know, virtues being used. Before, we only had 2 being used. And that was Determination. I can't remember the other one we had, even though it was literally like a few minutes ago. But at least now we actually have them being used. We don't have slots that aren't, you know, are empty. But now we can go into the Estaldin Library, December 8th, and we are going to talk to Halbarad. I think it was supposed to be how it was. And this is going to give us to Dellosad. So we're going to go straight there. That's probably why I didn't accept it. Okay, I don't feel so annoyed about not accepting it now. New deed. Oh, yeah, we've unlocked deeds in this area now. In Rivendell. Well, not Rivendell, the Troll Shores. Because before we hadn't had those. So that's actually interesting. I need to work out what deeds I'm going to do for Rivendell, or the Troll Shores, generally. And same with the Misty Mountains. Oh, there's so many areas that we're going to be able to get to, and that's going to be great. And I'm really happy about that. So yeah. Gonna have to travel all the way up here, but at least I know now why I didn't accept the quest. I should have at least written a note for myself, though, being like, you should probably go here, because clicking open your completed quests thing, if you go in here and click complete quest, I don't know if it'll do it. Yeah, we'll do it here. So it looks like my game's frozen. Normally it takes a lot longer. I've already done it once on this, like, on this loading of this character, but you can see, they're not even ordered that correctly, unfortunately, but, I know why, because it starts with 1 and then, yeah, but, I know it's one more. But yeah, like, opening this is a real pain, and then closing it is also a bit less of a pain, but still. Right. You must hurry. Estaldin has not the time for delay. Well, Estaldin sent me back here. I'm glad at least one of my wicked deeds has been amended. There are many, so many others whose weight I must bear for the rest of my days, however few those might be. Okay, here Narmeleth's tale. Do not fail the Daughter of Strife session. So it looks like we're doing a session play today. That's going to be fun. We get to be Narmeleth, I think. Yeah, so play. Nearly click cancel.
Ages ago, in the vastness of Eregion, the Dark Lord came in fair guise. Some amongst the elves called him Antheron, Gift Lord, for he taught them to craft the rings of power. In those days, he beguiled Narmeleth, daughter of Leodon, and broke her mind.
Okay, so that's going to be interesting. Who are we? Aradel. Okay. So we have to follow Narmeleth and protect her. And I'm going to try and turn off these filters. That's going to be a thing. Because I don't want them getting in the way of this chat and story and stuff. So where are the... I'll try and get all the ones I think people are going to maybe use that would do this. Just so we can actually, like, understand the story sort of thing. I don't like missing... I don't want it to be, like, full of random chat when I'm like, oh, I wonder what just happened. I wasn't paying attention. Even though I should be paying attention. Now, the problem here is I need to work out, like, what... Weighted arrow seems to sort of be like barrage... not barraged, barbed arrow. Kind of. Slows movement speed by 40%. Okay. But yeah, the problem with session plays, as I've always said, for me personally, is the fact that you're basically thrown into a different character. It's like, it's like me... For me, it's like almost as if I bought Blessing of Valor, I think that's the one that puts you up to level 95, with a character I'd never played before. Like, that's the sort of feeling I feel like I get, and that's why I never do that, especially with a character I'd never actually played before. If I had just gotten a bit through a character, and be like, oh, I like this character, let's see what he's like at 95, I'd do that, but at the same time, I probably just want to level it up. But yeah. Narmeleth is having fun with that. I'm just using the same skill again and again. Oh, Elven Enemy. We have Elven Enemy, which is, from this. Elven Enemy is required to do this, so... yeah, it's 3001 light damage. That's a daze, so we... Yeah, this is the thing as well. It, like, throws all them here, and it's not really, personally for me, that well sorted out. All these are damage skills. That requires... I'm going to switch those... I'll switch those as well. Archer Strike requires Elven Enemy, so that's fine. Must be on guard. Who knows how many orcs there could be here? There could be millions, and you'd never see them. I can't remember. Is this walk? Yeah. Even with walking, I'm faster than you. Great. Right. Time for more killing. I need to not... It's another thing, like moving from a hunter that obviously I can move while attacking, and moving to this is also a bit weird, because it's like, you can't do that while moving. I'm like, I can do everything while moving. Well, pretty much everything. There's a few skills obviously I can't do. Okay, we have 14k health. That's not that bad. It's more than my main has. So... I think we'll be fine here, and we're not really being attacked. Or damaged, rather. As I say that, we go down to 13k, but... Come on. Knock him out. He's dazed. Kill him. Got him. I like the way I hold my bow. And it just disappears. I was right behind you. Or right next to you. How could you lose sight of me? Actually, to be fair, there were quite a lot of orcs. So, and I've got the advantage of a third-person camera. So, fair enough. Try playing this in first person, that'd be awkward. Doo-doo. Right. More of them. I'm gonna... Can we not attack you? I was gonna use Elven Enemy. Because... And then Archer Strike, which is gonna only put you down to like half health, but whatever. Better than nothing. Kill the leader and then they'll fall. That's how that works, right? If you kill the leader, and then you prove that you can kill the, like, most powerful of them all. And then they're not gonna wanna... That's how it worked when we did skirmishes for the first time. It was like... Oh, I clicked off the dude. It was like, oh, if you kill the lieutenant of the enemy, everybody else just ran away. Oh, Lairden is here. I didn't realize. Lairden, be my help. Help your daughter and whatever I am to you. Maybe I am, I don't know. I might just be her friend. Didn't really pay attention at the beginning, I guess. There was no need to run away and come back, but okay. I think she did alright, yeah. I feel like just the awkward fourth person at this point. I'm just gonna be over here. I'll be in the bush. Would that be trapped in Maribor forever? Such a weird thing to say for me. Like, in my opinion, it's weird for that to be a thing. Yeah, and how'd that turn out for you, Narmeleth? How did that turn out? You are in Mirabel now. That is the Dellosad, right? I'm gonna follow them. Do they just disappear? You just disappear, okay. Well, there we go. Right then, so... Daughter of Strife, I think that was the name of it, has now been completed. Let's just double check. Daughter of Strife, session play is done. The trust of Narmeleth warning has earned us a measure of trust. Okay, that was earlier, I think. And Sauron taught me the secret arts of ring lore, and by that I was ensnared. With his aid, I forged a potent ring, powerful enough to sway the hearts and minds of those around me. Yet he regarded me in not the skill of ringsmith, but the prowess of a warrior, cruel and beautiful. But the violent loss of Narquil and my father have purged me of the spell and the spirit that bound me to Sauron's will. I am truly free, though I have paid a bitter price indeed for my folly so many ages ago. I regret all my deeds I wrought under the spell of my madness, each dealt with my hand in a crushing weight that I will bear forever, even into the undying west, if I am ever allowed into those hallowed halls. So, finished with you for now, are we? And this is going to send us straight to the Troll Shores, and because that's not too bad a thing, did we just level up our legendary? Yeah, we did. Awesome, we'll look into that later. Let's go to Rivendell quickly. I don't know if we'll actually get a... Do you get a exploration deed thing for going to here? No, maybe you don't. Glorfindel... to the accompany Glorfindel to the final council. We'll do that in the next episode, however, because getting a bit late on here. Plus, we did a session play today, and I like to keep those kind of separate because they're their own sort of big thing. So while I'll go over to Glorfindel, we will not talk to him yet. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this episode. I need to put my speed back on. I also still remember I said I needed to do weaponsmithing stuff because I really do need to sort myself out. Which, speaking of which, we have a ton of weaponsmith stuff. So we are Westfold, so we can look up weaponsmith, and we can open all these weaponsmith things because we have so much space now in our inventory. So these are artisan, these are masters. So not going as far as, where are we saying, Westfold, which is going to be the tier we are at now. But maybe this will give us some stuff to help out some other characters potentially in the future. So we can get rid of that now. Open and close our inventory, or close and open our inventory, which will take away all the spiddy things. And we can just quickly learn everything here. There we go. All the other ones have been already learnt. So this is a single use recipe right here because we have it stacked. That is a halberd, polished Gondorian halberd of combat. I'm sure there's multiple different outcomes to that, but that's probably the base one. Right, so once these are all done, I will go and sell the rest of those. I also need to buy myself... I need to send some of these to the other characters to clear up my inventory a bit. I also need to... Oh, we actually have some scholar stuff. We'll do that at some other time, though. But we also have, I remember we also have all these ones which I bought. But I will go send these stuff to their relevant character and try and just clear out the inventory a little bit. Send these back. Send these to my house so they can be used by different characters because these are bound to account, not character. Luckily, and yeah, throw a few other things away that we don't need. Move the steady still key. Just clear everything out, and I think I have a ton of cracked dwarf carvings, which is, I think, the stuff we need. Oh, it's not worn elf carvings. That's it. I put all of them in my bank, I'm pretty sure, or my vault. So yeah, I just needed a reminder of what we actually needed. But Glorfindel should be over here, if I remember correctly. Yeah, he is. So we will go talk to him in the next episode and accompany him to the final council. But for now, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.